evening. We welcome you here this evening to the regular meeting of the West Valley City Council. We call our meeting to order. We note that we have 6 of the 7 council members here. Councilwoman Lang is excused tonight. With that, we'll go to our opening ceremony. We'll turn to Councilmember Lars Nordfeld.
And I invite everyone to join with me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Let's see any scout troops here. So, with that, we would make one announcement for those of you who are in attendance tonight. Item 10A on our agenda has been withdrawn and will not be discussed this evening. So if you are here to speak to that, and I don't see a couple of people, not anyone here to speak on that tonight? Nope? Okay. Well, that makes that simple. With that then, we'll continue on our agenda. We go next to the approval of our minutes. We have 2 sets of minutes from March 17th and March 24th. To the council for action on the minutes.
Mayor, move for approval of the minutes of March 17th and March 24th.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. The motion is properly before us. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving the minutes from March 17th and March 24th, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The minutes are approved. Public comment period. I didn't receive any information that anyone had signed up, so we will. No one wants to speak. Okay. So we'll go on with that. Any comments from our Assistant City Manager here representing Wayne Pyle tonight?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay, to the council, any comments? Okay. Next then we go on to item number 7 on our agenda, which is considering ordinance number 15-13. And this is a public hearing, yeah. And so we didn't have, yeah, okay. So what we will do, we have some changes in our budget that began July 1st, 2014 and will end June 30th. And from some increased revenues, and then how those funds will be distributed, some modifications. And so with that introduction, we will declare open a public hearing on the 2014-2015 budget. Is there anyone here who wants to speak to these budget changes or to the budget as we're adopting it? Seeing no one, and I can see all 4 of you, so I think that's all there are. With that then, I will close the public hearing and bring it back to the council for any discussion or action on ordinance number 15-13.
Mayor, I move for approval of ordinance 15-13.
We have a motion to approve ordinance number 15-13. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second is there. We now have it properly before us. Any discussion? For the benefit of those listening in and you visiting us tonight, these are items that we have dealt with in a previous council meeting. This is the second time that we will be addressing these. And on the budget, almost all of the items were related to changes in grants and in funds other than general funds And so these are fairly small items, and so haven't generated a lot of discussion, so maybe that's why no one's here to talk about them. With that then, seeing no further discussion, we'll place that for a vote. All in favor of approving ordinance number 15-13, amending the city's budget, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passed unanimously. Ordinance number 15-13 is approved. We go to item number 8 on our agenda, resolutions. And this is resolution 15-56. This is for the purpose of approving the purchase of self-contained breathing apparatus units for use by the fire department. The ones they currently have are showing their age. This will replace, I believe, 75% of those that we currently have. The others are between 7 and 12 years old. This will be a purchase of $147,212. And so these now bring us into agreement with current national standards for the breathing apparatus. So we believe those are pretty critical. With that introduction then, we go to the council for any comments or action.
Mayor, I move for approval of resolution 15-56.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second before us. Any further discussion to the motion to approve? Seeing no further discussion, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving resolution 15-56, the purchase of self-contained breathing apparatus for the fire department, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The resolution is approved. We now go to our consent calendar, and these are temporary construction easements. And because of their routine nature, placed on the consent agenda. Unless there is further discussion, we'll treat those as a group. So, to the council.
Mayor, I would move approval of the 5 resolutions making up our consent agenda.
We have a motion to approve before us. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, then we will place for a vote those in favor of approving resolutions 15-57 through 15-61, our consent agenda tonight. Please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The consent agenda is approved. We go, next on our agenda is item 10, and as was announced earlier, item A was withdrawn, and we have someone signing in back there to speak. The reason why I'm hesitating just a moment, if you were here to speak to this item 10A, application Z6 2014 Hallmark Homes? No? You were just hoping to speak.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Well, to the council.
Mayor, I would move that we suspend our rules and allow any public comment that might be out there for tonight.
Second.
Okay, very appropriate that we suspend our rules for the purpose of hearing from a member of the public. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passed unanimously. If you would introduce yourself and your address is our current.
Thank you. I am actually here as a representative for Congressman Chris Stewart, who asked me to just come tonight and say hello as a representative for him. And I'm sorry that I didn't let anyone know that I was coming. So, but this is a lovely facility that you have, and I'm hoping that I will come maybe quarterly and just say hi. We are hoping to do some mobile casework offices in the next 6 months, and so hopefully your constituents will be receiving mailers from the congressman. We're hoping that maybe some of the elderly people that reside here will be able to, if they have any casework, for instance, veterans issues, IRS issues, things like that, that they would need congressional help with, that they would be able to come to those instead of maybe coming in and filling out paperwork at the office where it's right downtown, hard to get to. So we just send our regards, and I'm just going to listen in for a little while. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Actually, you've missed most of our meeting tonight. We've been moving right
I
along.
thought it started at 6:30.
It did.
Very short agenda. Not like Congress.
I went around and around and around in circles trying to get here. So.
If you do have a card, would you leave it with each of us?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Then, as announced, we will not hear item 10A on our agenda. It was withdrawn. We now go to, and just for the record, that was application Z-6-2014. Therefore, no actions will be taken. We go to item B, which is resolution 15-32. This is a development agreement with the T.M. Nixon Family Limited Partnership, approximately 5 acres at 3750 South, 6770 West. That was continued from our regular meeting, February 24th. That is next on our agenda to the council.
Mayor, I move that we deny Resolution 15-32.
We have a motion before us to deny. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. The motion is properly before us. Now, if you're wondering a little bit why that was so summarily done, this was tied in with some other work and the previous project. They are located next to each other, and there's probably a lot that could be said. This is the fourth time we've dealt with this. I'm losing track. Of course, I don't remember that well. So this will be dealt with at a later date. Any further discussions? Seeing none, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of denying Resolution 15-32, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The resolution to deny is approved by unanimous vote. That then, is there any further items or comments from the council? Seeing none, we have no need for an executive session. We have completed our agenda. We need, I guess, just one last motion, unless you want to stay.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor to adjourn, please say aye. Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. We are adjourned.
I call to order the West Valley City Redevelopment Agency. Note that we have had an opening ceremony and all members of this body are present excepting the chair, Karen Lane. We have the minutes of March 3rd, 2015 regular meeting and March 10th, 2015 special regular meeting.
Vice Chair Bueller, I move that we approve the March 3rd and March 10th regular meeting and special meeting minutes.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Thank you. Any discussion of the minutes? And all in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion is passed unanimously. Mr. Isaac, any communications or report of the Chief Executive Officer?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then item 7, we have a public hearing concerning reopening the fiscal year 2014-2015 redevelopment agency budget. So I hereby open the public hearing, and if anybody has come to speak on this resolution and the budget, now would be the time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and leave this action to the discretion of the body.
Mr. Vice Chair, I would move that we approve Resolution 15-03.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion to this item? Now we'll call a vote. Those in favor of approving Resolution 15-03, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That has also passed unanimously. Then we have resolutions. Mr. Isaac, would you please introduce Resolution 15-04, please?
Thank you, sir. This is a resolution authorizing the redevelopment agency to fund professional services, engineering services for Fairborn Station, the construction of Fairborn Station roads. This will be a resolution to basically just provide the analysis and the design and the engineering work.
This is just a continuation of our redevelopment here at Fairborn Station. To the body, any comment or motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve Resolution 15-04.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. All in favor of approving Resolution 15-04, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has passed unanimously. Mr. Isaac, Resolution 15-05, please.
Thank you, sir. This then is the resolution to approve an agreement with Avenue Consultants for that work that the council just approved, or the RDA just approved.
Thank you. To the RDA.
Mr. Vice Chair, I'd move approval of Resolution 1505.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Just as long as this 3030 West isn't named Beaver Street or Watson Drive, I think it'll be a good addition to the community.
Is that an amendment to the resolution?
Should be, but
We'll deal with that at a later date. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve 15-05. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes unanimously. We've concluded our business unless there's any other business, but I think we've concluded our business. So we need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion passes unanimously. We are adjourned.
Call to order Housing Authority. We have a ceremony conducted by Council Member Lars Northfeld, and recall we have all the body here except Ken Land. Item number 4 is approval of the minutes of March 3rd, 2015. Anyone?
Mr. Chair, I move for approval of the minutes of March 3rd, 2015.
We have a motion. We need a second.
Second?
Thank you. So those in favor of the approval of the minutes March 3rd, 2015, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 5, communication. Mr. Isaac.
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 6, report of executive director. We have a public hearing item number 7. Now we're gonna open the public hearing for the budgets 2014 and 2015. Anyone want to come to speak to us on this issue? None. And we close the public hearing. We'll bring back to our body. Anyone to say any action or any thought or any motion?
Move for approval of Resolution 1502.
Second.
Thank you, appreciate that. Those are in favor of the motion to pass the motion to a public hearing of 2014 and 2015 budgets, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion to pass it, the resolution is 1503-03. Yeah, any opposed? And The, let me see, the resolution number 15-02 is passed unanimously. Thank you, and we have one more motion to adjourn.
So
Motion
moved.
to adjourn.
Thank you. Those are in favor of the motion to adjourn, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Goodbye.